What's up guys, Mystic Fire here to bring you Black Clover chapter 158 of Black Clover. Before we begin with the review, I'd like to say thank you so much for all your support on the last videos that I have made. I know I made them late, but you still came and supported me, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you. If there's noise in the background, I'm sorry. There's a party going on next to my house. I'm doing my best with what I have with this mic, especially has voice isolation, so I hope it works. If it's not, then hey, just know that I'm trying my best. But anyway, so let's go with this review. And I gotta say, this chapter, this chapter sort of like it didn't really advance the plot much. As you know, aside from Asta, appearing in their village, which I never can really pronounce the name right. I think he's Hage or. Yeah, I think it's Hage or Hage. I'm not sure how I should pronounce the name of their village or where they were born. And aside from Nassel and Nassel, Zora, Noel, and Mimosa, and that guy from the Green Mantis, which uses the mushroom. I don't know if they actually said his name. I don't know if I'm forgetting his name. But yeah, they're the one going to the Clover Kingdom, just like the base of the Eye of the Midnight Sun is also going to the Clover Kingdom. So it's one of those things where they're gonna collide to one another. And I think Nozzle is being redeemed as a character, because when we saw him, he was an asshole. Let's be honest, he was an asshole to Noel. Now he's sort of starting to acknowledge, Asta and Noel. I'm not sure if let me see, Nassel, Nebra. So maybe I don't know if Sally told Nassel that he was defeated by Noel's magic and she even held back. So I'm not sure if he did that. Maybe he just knows that she has gotten better through her magic. Because she started to acknowledge him, her, and Asta at the same time, and I kind of like that about Nassel. So it seems like we're gonna learn about his backstory, because he's a royal, so he might be connected. He might be connected to the first Wizard King, which is responsible. By what we learned so far, he might be the one responsible for killing all the elves. But anyways, enough about that. Yes, so Nassel and his group, and as well as Slich and his group, are going to the Clover Kingdom. We haven't really seen Patoli after he did the reincarnation spell, even though he was inside of the skull, which the skull, by the way, is in Asta's village, which is where Yuno and Asta are at right now, because the village has been attacked by a new character, I would like to say. It seemed like he was a magic knight, from the praying mantis. I'm not sure if that's the case. His robe seems like one of the royal magic knights, so he might be one of the other knights, one of the royal magic knights that is in charge of protecting the Wizard King, aside from the Wizard King himself. So that's just me guessing. We have to wait and see next week for it. Ashley, side by side defending Sister Lily as well as Nash. Nash, I gotta say, Nash is a character that doesn't really have much development, but I think he's gonna become one magic knight just to help Asta and fight. Because he has fire magic, and while Sister Lily attacked, the mage that was there, or the elf that was there. The elf said one interesting line, which says, "Sister, he said, so you're one of those nobles, huh?" But he asked in question marks, so he's not really sure himself, because of the decent amount of magic that she did in that one attack, which was the same attack that she used in Asta in basically chapter 1. It was the Fist of Love. It was the Fist of Love. That was the attack that she used, and he said, "This is the amount of magic. Are you one of those nobles?" So that line is ringing into my head, and just thinking, but why would a noble be on the Forsaken realm? But I guess we're gonna learn about her and whatnot. The guy's magic is poison plant magic, or maybe just plant magic. So I would say he's like he's like the male version of Mimosa and what's her name? what's her name? The captain of the Blue Rose. I know something Charlotte. I know something Charlotte. I know that for a fact that it's something Charlotte. I just forgot her first name. Which is introduced in volume 7, which I am not reading yet, because I'm going like by the anime order as to how they're doing it, because that way I just like to read the one chapter and see the differences as to what and to how it's happening in the anime. Although I should do a video on it, but never mind, that's another story. And yeah, see, like not Nebra, Naso says one of those lines, when Asta told him that that's Hay Village, that's our hometown, we have to go and save it. Naso says, no, our priority is to save the kingdom. To save the kingdom, if the kingdom is to proper. And Asta says, Hay is also part of the kingdom. He says, go if you must, but remember this: you are part of the Clover Kingdom military. So he's sort of like acknowledging them and also telling them, yes, you can go, but I need you all to return to the kingdom to protect it. Once you have finished your business. So he sort of understands that. He also acknowledged all in the sense of Noe was going with Asta and Yuno, and he said, no, you're not. You're royalty. Come and help me protect that kingdom with me. So no, she felt good about that, because she was being acknowledged by the one person that always told her that you're useless, that you don't matter, that you killed her mother. So he's changing his character. We just gotta see where does this go, because usually when a character like this, when something like this happened to a character that was hated in the beginning, it's because one, he might die, or two, he might be saved by the person that he least expected it, which being Noel and Asta, or just being Asta. Because he's already acknowledging Noel, but at the same time, if Noel saves his life from certain death, he could acknowledge her even more. But yeah, there isn't really much that we learned in this week's chapter, which is why this review's like all over the place, in the sense of like we don't know who the new enemy is that is in Hay or Hagi Village. I don't know how to pronounce the gosh darn name. I'm sorry. We also learned that they kill people indiscriminately, and yes, while I didn't want to think about it, the people in the Clover Kingdom are still discriminating against themselves because of the magic system. Magic is everything in the world. While the people with the less magic are in the Forsaken Realm, they don't really matter much to the people. I didn't really want to think about it, but now this chapter made me really actually think about it. So we just gotta wait and see how all these changes later on in the series once Ashley starts becoming more known, or Yuno starts becoming more known, because Ashley and Yuno have sort of like the same dream. So we just gotta see if they have the same goals in mind. But yeah, this is all I have to say for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. If not, then by all means leave a dislike. Comment below what you think of this chapter, why you think it might happen later on. If Asta's gonna lose control, if Sister Lily's gonna die. Because if Sister Lily dies, Asta's gonna let the demon run rampant. And that's one of the things I think that's one of the things that is being set up about that. I think it's one of the things that is being set up for Asta's demon to go rampant, and then that way he's gonna get a power boost. Because let's be honest right now, Asta power boost, he hasn't really gotten a power boost since the Witch Arc, so it's time for him to get a power boost, in my opinion. And I've noticed a pattern when it comes to Black Clover, that is, every time Asta's gonna get a power boost, he never have his robe, and he doesn't have it this time, so he might get a power up. We just gotta see what kind of power up he's going to get. But anyways, that's all I have to say for this review. Thank you so much for checking my content, and if you do, leave a like. If you do like the content, leave a like. If not, leave a dislike. It's up to you. Comment section below again what you think of the chapter, what you think might happen in the next chapter. If Asta's gonna lose control of his demon and whatnot. Tell me what your thoughts in Sister Lily being a novel, and how you think all this gonna play out with Nocel. Yeah, leave a like. Thank you so much for your support. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to it, and if you're new and you enjoy the content, if you like Black Clover, subscribe to the channel, because this is the channel for everything about Black Clover, people. Everything. Of course, I know that there's some things that I can get because they're in Japan, like the guidebook. If I had the guidebook, I would be able to tell you all the info about Asa's black form and Yuno's L form. Not L, his transformation. But yeah, thanks so much for my content, and I'll see you guys and gals later. Thank you so much, and have a good night.